Have you ever found yourself doubting your own worth after failing time and again? Have you ever whispered to yourself, maybe I'm just not good enough? This is a story about a fox, one who stumbled, faltered, and faced ridicule. Yet instead of giving up, this fox chose a path that would transform its life forever. This is the tale of learning from mistakes, of resilience, and of the unwavering power of never giving up on growth. Long ago, deep in a wild, tangled forest, lived a fox named Arlo. Arlo was clever, proud of his quick wit and sharp tricks. He'd grown up with a reputation, the smartest creature in the woods, always brimming with confidence and ideas. But sometimes, intelligence without patience is just foolishness in disguise. One bright morning, Arlo spotted a flock of chickens near the farmer's coop. His mind raced with excitement. The opportunity seemed perfect, and his feet moved before his thoughts could catch up. He lunged forward, swift and reckless. But the farm dog had been waiting. With a thunderous bark and a sprint, the dog chased Arlo through bushes and brambles. Arlo's heart pounded. His tail barely escaped the jaws snapping behind him. Humiliated, Arlo slunk away and muttered to himself, "I was too hasty. Next time, I'll be smarter." Days passed, and another chance arose. This time, it was a rabbit nibbling grass in a sunlit meadow. Arlo crept forward, step by careful step, trying to blend with the shadows. But he failed to check the direction of the wind. The rabbit caught his scent, darted into its burrow, and vanished. Frustrated, Arlo scolded himself. "I forgot about the wind. I need to pay more attention next time." Again and again, Arlo tried and failed. Birds flapped away. Squirrels chattered and taunted him from high branches. Rabbits disappeared into their underground havens. His pride was battered. The other animals whispered, "Isn't he supposed to be the smartest? Why can't he catch anything?" Arlo felt the sting of shame. He doubted himself, but each time he refused to give in. Instead, he resolved, "Every mistake holds a lesson. If I keep learning, one day I will succeed." One evening, as the sun dipped behind the trees, Arlo spotted a flock of ducks by the riverbank. He paused. Instead of rushing, he remembered his failures, his impatience, his carelessness with the wind, his over-reliance on tricks. This time, he chose a different approach. He watched the ducks, studied their movements, and learned their routines. He checked the wind, chose his path carefully, and waited for the right moment. When he finally sprang into action, Arlo moved with purpose and precision. He caught a duck, his first real meal in weeks. But rather than boast, Arlo sat quietly, reflecting on the journey that had brought him here. If I hadn't failed, he thought, I would never have learned patience. My mistakes have been my greatest teachers. From that day, Arlo hunted with both wisdom and cunning. He honored every lesson hidden within his failures. The animals of the forest began to see him differently, not just as a sly fox, but as a wise and noble one. Arlo shared his story with anyone willing to listen. Don't fear making mistakes. Fear not learning from them. Each failure is a stepping stone to success. The lesson Arlo learned is not just about surviving in the wild. It's a lesson for each of us. How many times have we stumbled and felt ashamed? How often do we compare ourselves to others, thinking we are inadequate? The truth is, failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is part of success. Every mistake is a teacher. Every setback is a lesson in disguise. Like Arlo, we must never stop learning. No matter how many times we fall, we must always ask, what is this mistake trying to teach me? Wisdom does not come from never having failed. It comes from never stopping the pursuit of growth, even when we're knocked down, even when the world doubts us. There is a quiet strength in those who rise after every fall, who dust themselves off and refuse to surrender. In every endeavor, whether chasing our dreams, building relationships, or striving for a better future, the path will be littered with missteps and disappointments. But these are not signs to turn back. They are invitations to dig deeper, to sharpen our minds, and to strengthen our spirits. Think of the greatest inventors, artists, and leaders. Each one faced rejection, ridicule, and defeat. But what set them apart was their determination to learn. They transformed their mistakes into fuel for growth, and so can you. Imagine the child who falls while learning to walk. Each tumble is a lesson in balance. Each bruise a step toward mastery. Imagine the musician who misses a note, the athlete who loses a game, the entrepreneur whose first idea fails. In every story of success, there are chapters of failure. The only difference is that those who triumph never stop learning. When you face setbacks, let go of shame. Embrace curiosity. Ask yourself, what can I do differently next time? Seek feedback, reflect, and adapt. Over time, those small lessons compound into wisdom, resilience, and true strength. Just as Arlo became respected not for his tricks, but for his growth, you too can inspire others. By showing that your journey is not defined by how often you fall, but by how fiercely you rise and how deeply you learn. So the next time you stumble, remember the fox in the forest. Remember that every failure is a gift, a chance to become better, wiser, and stronger. Don't let pride stop you from learning. Don't let fear keep you from trying again. Keep learning. Keep growing. Because the moment you stop is the moment you stop moving forward. The forest is always changing. Opportunities will come and go. But those who learn from every twist and turn, from every mistake and every triumph, are the ones who thrive. Never stop learning, because the greatest victories are born from the lessons of defeat. And as long as you keep learning, you will keep rising, higher, stronger, and more unstoppable than ever before.